So now it's time to apply what we learned over at the whiteboard and finish this phrase ending by filling in a chorale style cadence on the last two notes, the same way you might be asked to do on your level 8 exam. So before we can do anything, we have to figure out what key this phrase is in. There's two options for 4 flats. That's either F minor or A flat major. I don't see any leading tones of F minor, no raised sevenths, and I'm going to go with A flat major. Now we need to figure out what 2 scale degrees these are in A flat major. So C is the mediant, that's the third. I'm going to write that just to remind myself what's going on. And B flat is the supertonic, so I'll write that up there. Now on the side of the page over here, I will write the primary, the subdominant, I don't know why I said primary, the tonic triad, the subdominant, and the dominant chord of A flat major. The subdominant is D flat, F, A flat, and the dominant triad is E flat, G, and B flat. Now I'm going to figure out which 2 of these chords can support scale degree 3 and 2. The only chord I can use to support this C appears to be the tonic triad. And the only chord that can support scale degree 2 is the dominant triad. So it has a B flat in it and tonic triad has a C in it. So I'm going to go ahead and write the functional chord symbols down here. And it looks like this is a half cadence, 1 to 5. And I can even go ahead and fill out the root quality chord symbols since I know what the chords are supposed to be. A flat and E flat. Half cadence. So that's a lot of marks for me, and I didn't even have to do anything. Now let's do the tricky part. Let's add the chorale style cadence underneath these notes. So I'm going to start by asking myself, what's in the bass? What's in the bass of this A flat major chord? Now remember, at a cadence you're always supposed to use root position chords. So I'm going to go ahead and write an A flat in the bass, and I'm going to make sure it's an 8th note because that's the right time. And look at that, I've already crashed into my chord symbol and I'm writing in pen, so I can't do anything. What are the other notes in A flat major? C and E flat, and we're going to double the A flat. I'm going to put the E flat in the alto, again with an 8th note, and then I'll put the doubled root in the tenor. So we have a doubled root, the 3rd is in the soprano, and the 5th of the chord is in the alto, and I didn't break any spacing rules. None of these are greater than an octave, and this is an octave. Now the next thing I have to ask myself is, are there any common tones I can use? I know that the 5 chord has an E flat in it, and it's going to have an E flat in the bass. There's an E flat here as well, so I'm going to use this E flat as the common tone, and this time I'll write a quarter note because that's the correct duration. And then this bass will jump up to an E flat. So I have the 2 E flats gone, the B flat is in the soprano, and then I've got a G left over, and that's easy, that's there. There we go, I used a common tone, and I even got lots of contrary motion between the upper parts and the bass. The bass moved up, and the soprano moved down, the tenor moved down, and the alto stayed the same. And now I'm going to finish off by writing my quarter note rest. So there, we've harmonized a phrase ending with a chorale style cadence. The first thing we did was find the key. Then we identified these 2 scale degrees. Then we matched these 2 scale degrees with appropriate chords that form a cadence. We wrote our chord symbols down for our extra marks, and then we went ahead and filled in the rest of the notes. This also happens to be a contrasting period, since the front 2 bars in both phrases are different. So if you want to practice, you can go to my website, classicalcontext.ca, and you can download both the chorale cadence worksheet and the phrase endings worksheet. And then you can practice writing chorale style cadences. And if you want to practice writing keyboard style cadences, you can go to the level 7 page. And those worksheets are designed for keyboard style cadences.